Hello, fine babe. Hello, gentlemen. I hope you're well. So, today we're gonna talk about something that happens to too many people. And this week, when this client of mine came back and she started to tell me her story, what's happening in her life right now, I was like, okay, let me do a quick video. It's easy to make mistakes when you have not increased your capacity of receiving, your capacity of doing more, your capacity of enduring more. And what happens is that when you don't increase your capacity, you keep making mistakes. You keep doing errors because of one simple thing. When you had to increase your capacity, you did not renew your mind. When you had to increase your capacity, you did not have a shift of mindset. Your mindset remained poor. Your mindset remained in scarcity. And many times, what happens with people who know their worth, they know what they can do, they know what they can accomplish, what they want to accomplish. They know all of that and they have a certain drive in the beginning, but it's easy to just let go of that drive and to let go of the plans because the mindset was not renewed and then the capacity is not increased. To have things that you've never had, to have things that you desire to have, you need to increase your capacity because in the capacity that you have right now, you don't have all these things. So you need to understand that with the capacity that I have now, I was able to get what I have now, but to get to a superior level, I need to have another type of capacity. But to receive that other type of capacity, you have to renew your mind. And this client, she was telling me, Debo, like, I know this, and that. Well, she was talking to me about this guy who came to her, and she knew very much that this guy was not the one from the start because she could see that this man did not speak the way she needed her husband to speak. She saw in that man a man that will keep her bounded, that will make them probably get poor, that will not elevate her, that will always bring doubt and scarcity in her life. And she was telling me, Deborah, from the first moment that I spoke to him on the phone, his language was so poor. He was talking to me. I was telling him this and that. I was telling him that I was buying this and I was doing that. And he was always talking to me poorly. But because I wanted to give him a chance, because I was like, you know what? I just need to get to know him. You know what? I just need to see if he is malleable, if he will actually change. She just wanted to see if that man was ambitious. But because she wanted to see if that man was ambitious, she wasted time because she was distracted with someone who was not adding anything in her life. And she was telling me, I knew it, but I do not understand why I had to go through all of that for me to accept it and to just leave him, to just stop talking to him and just accept that this man really isn't for me. And I told her, babe, the reason why is because you still have a scarcity mindset. If a man is showing you who he is from the beginning, you don't have to wait and talk to him more to know if he is truly ambitious or not. Because even someone that is not there yet, there's a certain language that they will have. There's a certain way of talking that you will know that this person is up to something. This person is ambitious. This person wants more for their lives. But when your language is poor, it is because this is what fills their hearts. If someone keeps talking negativity, this person is negative. If a person keeps talking positivity, this person is positive. If this person keeps talking faith, this person is rooted in faith. Out of the abundance of your heart will your mouth speak. This principle is for everybody. Even people that are not religious or intimate with God, the most atheist, the people who think the universe is their God, they will have a certain way of speaking. speaking, if they believe in abundance, if they believe that they can have better, if they want more for their life, they will have a certain type of language. I told her you need to always choose to submit your feelings to your mind. What is your mind telling you? And now I'm not talking about the mind logical, but I'm talking about the mind spiritual. What is your spirit telling you? You knew from the start, the first time you're telling me, the first time you pick up that phone and he was not. Why are you still trying? That's because you think that you cannot have better. That's because you think that you cannot have someone that is safe for you, that is already safe for you. You want to have this project, you want to work on him and for him to become. No. You know that you want a certain type of man that is already this type of man because you know where you want to go and you know what you want to submit yourself to. So why are you trying to give excuses to someone that you know that right now you cannot submit yourself to them? And because you cannot submit yourself to them, if it happens that you're getting married, you will have to submit yourself to that person at that very level because that person might not change. And now you are setting yourself up for failure. If it works out for you, great, but most of the times it doesn't work. Don't go with the imagination or the perspective or the wish that you have in your mind of someone else. You have to see them for what they are presenting to you. Your mindset, you always have to put it first. You always have to put your mind first. And every time I'm talking about the mindset, the mind, I'm really talking about your spirit, not your logic, because sometimes logic can make you miss out on things. Even though missing out can be subjective, logic can not always be the solution, but your spirit is always the solution. Your spirit will never, ever, ever. If your spirit is right, if your spirit is clean, if your spirit is healed, your spirit will not direct you falsely. So there's a link. It's very related. When someone always makes the same mistakes, and it's not that they don't learn from it. They know, like this woman. She knew, she told me, Deborah, this is my problem, this is what happened. And I still did it. And it took me 2 weeks before putting my foot on the ground and just let it go. Because I know I can have better and I'm worth better. She knew it. So a lot of these people, they know. They know. It's not even that they don't know, they do know. But because they do not submit themselves to their new mindset, they keep doing the same mistakes. So for you to start having different results, you need to always make different actions. You need to decide differently. You need this time to ask yourself, am I going to act as I always acted and have the same result that I always had? Or do I choose to do it differently so that I may see what is the beauty behind that new thing, behind that thing that I am not used to? You don't have to always make the same mistakes. And the truth is, as long as you don't change your way of doing things, even if you know and you take actions afterward, it will still be a delay. And that delay will be until the other opportunity. But you don't know when you're gonna have all your opportunities in life. You don't know when you're gonna have a life transforming business deal. You don't know when you're gonna have another opportunity to meet a very good man. You don't know when you're gonna have opportunities. And because you're not in control of receiving opportunities, because yes, you can position yourself how you want it. You can try to position yourself, but the way God planned things, He is the one to provide the opportunities. So you can prepare yourself. You can position yourself. But if God decides that, okay, the last time she failed the opportunity to show me that she understood and that she can have better, she can have everything that she wants. She can have things that are truly fulfilling for her. And let her process and meditate on everything that happened for the next 3 months. You think your next opportunity will come in the next few days, the next few weeks. But God, in His power, He says, next opportunity in 3 months. And in 3 months, it's not necessarily going to be the opportunity who's going to transform your life. It's actually going to be the opportunity that you will have to act accordingly to what you see directly. And then after that, very quickly, you will have that opportunity that will transform your life. My client, when she came back to me, it's like, I already knew. I was like, okay, now at least you understand, but next time you have to act accordingly. And she was like, yeah, next time it's gonna be my man. I was like, maybe not. Because next time, what is most likely to happen is that God is gonna send you another counterfeit. He's gonna send you another man who's not good for you, and you will see it from the start. And now you will have to submit your actions to your mind, to your spirit. You will have to submit yourself to what you are receiving inside of you, and you will have to cut off that man as soon as you see the first red flag. And when I'm saying of red flag, I'm not talking about differences of personalities or character. No, there are real red flags and there are other red flags. It's not really a red flag. It's just a human being being a human being. But it's most likely that the next time what is gonna happen is that you're gonna have a very similar situation, and you will have to act accordingly. And when you do that, then you may have the right one coming to you very quickly. But usually this is how it works. Like a lot of times, you will not get it right. You will have a business deal in front of you and you see that it's going against your morals, but just because of one or two things that seems to be good, you think that you can work around and that you can make it work for you. But the reality is that it's not gonna work out for your good. So we need to get to a place where we do not have a scarcity mindset. Don't let your mind to be poor. And when you have this shift, even when it's new and that it still feels like it's an imposter, it's not truly you, even though it feels weird because you've never been in that place, because you've always been in a situation, in an environment where things are negative and poor and scarce. You need to allow yourself to do things differently. You have to tell yourself that this time it's gonna be different. Yes, I did not grow up like this, but this time I am deciding to change my life. I am deciding to submit myself to this new mindset that I tried to adopt. Now don't try to adopt it. Do it and submit yourself to that. This is when you're gonna see that things are actually going to shift for you. So one thing that you have to do to stop doing the same mistakes over and over again, the same error, you need to get rid of a scarcity mindset, even to grow with God, even to be more spiritual, even to grow your intimacy with God. You cannot have a scarcity mindset. So stop having a scarcity mindset, babe, or even gentlemen. If this video speaks to you, gentlemen, please stop having a scarcity mindset. You need to fill yourself with abundance. You need to fill yourself with good things. Do you always feed yourself with negativity? People that are always complaining, people that are always thinking that they are cursed, that they are doomed. You need to be careful of what you let yourself indulge. But you really need to stop. You need to increase your capacity to receive more. Put yourself in places that you've never been. You don't have to do great things, to shop, to spend all your money, to do drastic things. Sometimes you just need to put yourself in an environment. Don't talk, don't do nothing, just put yourself in that environment. Sometimes you just need to talk to people. But one thing for sure is that you have to do things differently. You need to do things you've never done. You have to think different. And when you start thinking different, you have to submit yourself, submit your actions. So like the video, share with someone who needs it, comment something, and if it's not done, subscribe to this channel to do the inner work to become everything that God created you to be. I will see you on the next video. Bye.